Hello and welcome to Meatless Monday. Just gonna do the adjusting. Like always, we'll wait a couple minutes for people to pop on. I just got home from working up the hill, so I'm just getting the ingredients together, getting the final few ingredients. How was everyone's day today? Oh, we've got Kim watching. I'm just getting the corn out. I can't see who's actually watching, so pop on, say hello so I can talk to you. We've got 3 people so far, but I only know of Kim. Hi, Kim. So. If you heard that, that was just all the corn coming out of the packet into the bottom of the freezer. Yay. But that's okay. I'm just going to quickly get a hair tie and then we'll start cooking. There's 4 people watching, but so far only Kim has introduced herself, so I don't actually know who else is here and who else we're waiting for. I'm going to quickly get a hair tie and then we're going to jump into it. Mel Carter and oh dear Lord, Evan Hudson is here to help. That's so exciting. Get kids into the kitchen. That's what it is all about. Jen. Hi Jen, how are you? Are you cooking tonight? Okay. I think we're just waiting for 2 more. And then we'll start cooking. What's the time? 5:34. We'll wait 1 more minute and then we will call it. We also might have some latecomers coming in because normally we do Instagram on Jake's phone and Jake just went to go get his truck that's been at the shop today. So I only have 1 phone. So we're going to be also making sure that hopefully the Instagram people can see that I'm like, sorry, we don't have Instagram tonight, and they pop over to Facebook. But yeah. Ben, hi Ben, how are you doing? Are you cooking tonight or are you just watching along? Also, I don't have my apron to put on tonight because it's at the kitchen. So, yeah, I was planning on doing the Meatless Monday tonight at the kitchen, but then I realized that I have to bring all the food home. And to me, that just was like, I'm not ready for it. So we're doing Meatless Monday in my kitchen, just like normal. Maybe one day I'll bring Meatless Monday into the Balance Me commercial kitchen so that you guys can kind of see where that is and how things work in there. It is so exciting. We got out our first deliveries on Sunday. We did takeaways this weekend. It's just so cool to see people getting on board with Balance Me and building their inner toolbox and benefiting themselves, and it's just really awesome to see. Mel, haha, Carter goes, Dad, Olivia just said both our names. He's pumped. Wow. Carter and Hunston, I am so excited that you're getting involved with cooking. It's going to be a good time. Alright, it's 5:35. Let's cook. So, the first thing we're going to do is you're going to get your, not a large pot, but a decent sized pot. And you're going to put it on. I always have to make sure I'm putting on the right element because I just forget. And put a little bit of olive oil in there, and while that heats up, we're going to get our onion. I've got a really small onion tonight, but that's okay. And we're going to chop it. Take the skin off, and then we're going to finely dice it. So let's see how we go with dicing our onions. Mel, you should definitely get Carter and Hudson like those safe knives. I'll have to send you the link on Amazon, but there's like these knives that you can get for kids to learn how to chop with, and they're like sharp knives. So hi Annalie, I'd love to say, but gotta go. Hopefully next time I can cook with you. Hi, well, yeah, and the video is also saved all the time, so you can always go back to the video and watch the video and cook along. So you can, there's so many ways to join in. You don't just have to watch live with us and cook with us. So, got my onion, and once again, if I'm going too fast, like last time, or like not like last time, but like the times before then please let me know and I will slow down. But that is kind of one of my things that I'm working on right now, is that I'm not cooking so fast and so people can keep up. So really roughly dice the onion. It doesn't have to be perfect. Hopefully I can keep up with the messages. But I'm so excited that you guys are bringing Meatless Monday into your house. Now, your pan should be heated up, so put your onion in there. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to smash our garlic cloves. The recipe calls for 4 cloves of garlic, but you can use how many cloves you like, to be honest. If you can only be bothered doing 3, then do 3. If you can't be bothered doing any, add some garlic powder. You know, sometimes that's just life. And cooking is meant to be easy and fun, and especially if you're just starting out, don't make it really difficult by trying to learn like 50 new skills at once. Just start by getting cooking. And if that means that you have to use powdered garlic and for flavor, then go wild. If that means that you buy the crushed garlic that's already in the store, go wild. You know, yes, okay, they have preservatives and additives to it to make them last longer, but like, if it gets you cooking, you're eating cooked food that you've cooked yourself, and you have a way better relationship with food rather than going and quickly buying food from takeaway stores. It's all about your relationship with food, making it better. Wow, my onion is really strong. I feel like if I start crying, I'm not upset. My onion's really strong. So yeah, dice up your garlic, however little or big you like. So once you get it like kind of small, kind of diced, to make it minced, if you want to go a step further, remember you get your knife and you just slowly grate over it. And you just go over, and soon enough you have minced garlic. So if you didn't know, what we're doing right now is we're getting our Mexican rice together. That takes the longest, so that's the thing that we start cooking first. And once again, let me know how you're going, if you need any help, if you need me to backtrack, if you need me to do anything, then so put your garlic in your pan. I'm going to get a spatula or a wooden spoon, give it a good stir up. Smells delish. Right, I'm going to add a dash of water to that, but you don't actually have to, but I just prefer to. It just lets it become a little bit more aromatic and breaks down the onion a little bit more, so it just makes it a bit faster, a bit easier. Right, so next thing is we've got our rice, and I want you guys to measure out your rice. So if you're cooking for 4 people, measure out half a cup of rice. If you're cooking for 5, measure out 3/4 of a cup. So every person that you eat is a 1/4 cup of rice. No, sorry, that's a lie. A 1/4 cup of rice after. I can't do maths. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. So I'm cooking for 4, so I'm going to do half a cup. My corn is in my half a cup, so I'm going to get another little thing. Put my corn in there. And I'm going to measure out half a cup, and I'm going to take it to the sieve. And I'm just going to rinse it under cold water. And once your water runs clear, that means that all the residue has been taken off from has been taken off from the factory. So just take that over to cold water and give it a really good rinse. Amazing. Once it's rinsed, chuck that in the pot. Give it a good clap. Give it another mix through. I remember now, the reason why there's only half a cup for 4 people is because you have the carb with your wrap and your burrito roll. And also this rice expands quite a lot because we're making it into a sauce. So then in here, we want to put in our can of tomatoes. We've got diced chili and herb tomatoes tonight. Delicious, very Mexican. So we're gonna add those in, and then you're gonna refill this can with water all the way to the top. And pour it in there. Now that's your water content to cook the rice. Then you need to put, oh gosh. Then you need to put in your herbs and spices and tomato paste. So we're going to be putting in, I've got canned tomato paste. We're doing well this week. Very much canned and just lots of little things. So we need 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. I have a teaspoon, so I'm just going to put in, cold. 2 good dollops of tomato paste. The tomato paste adds quite a richness and flavour. The next thing that we're going to add is the Moroccan, but we're only going to add 1 teaspoon of Moroccan. So in the recipe, it calls for like 2 teaspoons of all the seasonings and herbs, but they're going into different things. So we're going to be putting 1 teaspoon of Moroccan, 1 teaspoon of Cajun, which I need to get out. Oh, I think I just have a teaspoon of Cajun left. I'm just gonna... I really need to do my herb shopping. I'm running low. 1 teaspoon of Cajun, and then paprika. So paprika is kind of like your spice and smoke. So if you are kind of sensitive, i.e. Mal, then just put a little bit less. So it says for half a teaspoon. If you are kind of sensitive, add a little bit less. If you like spice, if you like smoky, add a little bit more. Then your chili flakes. Once again, it says to put in, what have I put in the recipe? Chili flakes, 1 teaspoon. If you like chili, put in more chili. If you don't, put in a little bit less. So I'm just going to put in 1 good teaspoon. Give that a stir. And you want to have this on a high heat, and then once it starts boiling, we're going to slowly reduce it until it's a simmer, and that rice will cook. Cool. Bada bing, bada boom. Mexican rice is on. That is, by the way, this Mexican rice recipe is a crowd favorite. So if you're going to a night and you're like, what am I going to take? And you don't really have anything but like staples in your fridge, Mexican rice. Easy peasy. And then, cool. So we're going to leave that now. While the rice is cooking, prepare the black beans and tofu. Heat a pan with 1 teaspoon of olive oil and crumble in the tofu. So essentially, we're going to be making scrambled tofu. So I have my tofu here. It's 200 grams of tofu because, yes, I normally say 100 grams per person because of the protein content. However, we have black beans, which are also really high in protein. So we're only doing 200 grams, and then we're going to be doing 200. In a can, it says 400 grams, but I've measured it, and once you actually take out all the brine, it's 240 grams. So you're still having your 400 grams worth of protein, so 100 grams per person. So I have my brand new fry pan here. How exciting, people. It's just in Kmart. The expensive stuff is at the kitchen. So we're going to turn the pan on, and for scrambled tofu, you definitely want to put it on a lower heat. Chuck a little bit of olive oil in there. If you wanted to, you could use some sesame oil. You don't even have to use oil if you really don't want to, but it's entirely up to you. So what I'm going to do firstly is I'm going to try really hard to cut the tofu open. Oh my gosh. And then I'm going to head over to the sink and drain it. Drain it. And then once I'm out here, I'm going to just cut it in half because it's a 400 gram packet. So then to store your tofu, people always ask me this because they think that they can't restore it, is I just get a container, put the tofu in, and fill it up with water. Change your water every single day, and you have good, healthy tofu. So, in here we have our olive oil, and we're just going to crumb the tofu into it and put in some herbs and spices. So, place in the leftover herbs and spices. So, I don't actually know exactly what that is, but I'm just going to put in some. I could do the maths. But, oh, the recipe fell down. I could do the maths, but I'm honestly not that phased. But essentially it's 1 teaspoon of Moroccan, 1 teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of paprika into your tofu mix. So to scramble your tofu, it's not difficult. All you do is you just break it up in your hand. It sounds real nasty. If you can be a bit more pedantic about it, you can get a potato masher. You can put it through a potato masher. You can put it into a food processor. You can press it and then put it into a food processor. Whatever you want to do. It's your tofu scramble. Wash your hands. And add in your extra seasonings. So 1 teaspoon of Moroccan. If your rice is starting to boil like mine, turn the heat down. Half a teaspoon of paprika. How am I going for pace? Mel, how are you doing? I'm not actually sure who else is cooking. Ben, are you cooking? How are you doing? Jen, are you cooking? How are you doing? Let me know. If I'm too fast, then you definitely just shout out and I can definitely slow it down. Paprika, Moroccan. I don't actually have any Cajun to put in there, so I'm going to put a bit of extra cumin. This is my life, running out of ingredients all the time. And then we're going to go over to the sink and drain our black beans. So get your sieve again and pour it in. And then give them a really good rinse. Make sure that all of the brine is off. So you want to make sure that the water is running clear on your way down. And then, because you don't want them to drip, you can just rest them on the can like this. I'm not holding it. So, and then you can just leave them to drain in your like cooking area so that you're not everywhere. Right, I'm going to turn the Mexican rice down just a touch. Make sure it's just simmering, not boiling. Add these to your tofu mix. Get your beans, add them to your tofu mix. I have to always make sure that I have the right element on because it's left front and I get my stuff mixed up all the time. I'm actually just going to use the same spatula because you know what? When you're plant-based, you can use the same spatula for things. I wouldn't recommend it if you're like mixing up lots of different flavours, but if you're just doing the same thing, then it's all good. I feel like it's heating up, it's just taking its time. If you have gas, yours will be heating up a lot faster. So then we're just going to leave that to simmer now. How easy is that? Once again, Mexican night doesn't have to be difficult, can be really simple. Right, the next thing we're going to do is dice up your tomato, your red onion and your jalapenos. This is going to be your salsa. So, get a bowl, whatever type of bowl you like. Mine's just a simple black bowl from Kmart. Isn't it stunning? And then we're we're going to dice up our onion. So, I'm going to use this knife. I'm going to use the same knife, because why not? Is this what a good speed for me? Also using my brand new pan. How exciting! Yes, brand new pan. This is what I'm like after a day of teaching. Like, I love teaching. It's literally like my passion. It's kind of like teaching skiing is why I've gone into like this area. It's taught me so much about myself and so much about like food and psychology and supporting people. However, I'm not gonna lie, like if you look at ski instructors and you think, oh, they have like the best job in the world. Okay, yes, they have the best job in the world, but it is tiring, let me tell you. And like, you know, I left the house this morning at 7:20 and I got home at 5:15. So they're big days as well, and you're out in the elements. And don't get me wrong, this is not complaining. I love this job. Like, I'm so grateful that I can still do it 1 day a week this year, but it is a lot of work. Like, I will tell you that. So I apologize if Meatless Monday takes like a different turn, because I'm just a bit tired. It's also been a really big week for Balance Me, so I'm going to put it down to that too. So dice up your onion really little. I think it's only meant to be half a red onion. I'm doing like a 3/4 red onion, but once again, welcome to the new way of Meatless Mondays. It's just about giving it a go and being here to enjoy and learn new things. Now, if you want to cut it up a bit more, go wild. If you are over it and you don't want to cut it up anymore, that's a-okay also. I don't want to cut it up anymore. We're going to add this to here. I swear that pan's not cooking. I swear. Come on, pan. Come on. Maybe turn it up just a bit. We'll see what happens. Right, I've got my onion in there. Your tomato. Make sure you wash your tomato. There's lots of grubby people going around handling your produce from New World or Countdown or wherever you go. Wash your produce under running water, then let it sit and air dry, and then you're more than welcome to wipe it down. But wash your produce, people. Now I'm going to cut this into like little triangles. What are those? Little quarters? Little, like less than quarters? Little things like this. And then I'm going to get my little knife because it's a lot easier. And I'm just going to slice it up. Why is this so difficult tonight? I think I've just done too much cooking over the weekend. Now let me know if you guys have any feedback or questions about Balance Me and the services it provides over the weekends and like the Sunday meal delivery or the takeaways. Let me know, because I'm all ears and I want to help you guys understand Balance Me a little bit more and the why we do things and how we do things. Because if it makes you comfortable enough to order, then definitely. I will tell you that we are very, very conscious of allergies. Every single allergy that is like worked with within the kitchen is like has a separate board, and they're all looked after. And so like nuts has a separate board, and we only deal with nuts like on their own. We do not, if we're cooking with nuts or baking with nuts or doing anything with nuts, that is the only thing that's been cooked in the kitchen at that time. Soy is a little bit trickier, for example, because soy is in a lot of vegan things. So we do have a separate chopping board for soy. However, we do cook that with other things. If you're gluten free, we can 100% help you with that, because the only things that we use that are gluten are grains. And so you can always swap your grains out. For example, with the falafel beetroot carrot salad, it has Israeli couscous. And that could definitely just be swapped out for rice or freekeh or barley. We haven't had people ask yet, but I'm like more than happy to make transitions. If you are kind of wanting to move to a plant-based lifestyle, or not even move, just start to incorporate more veggies into your life, then like this is somewhere that's great to start. Meatless Mondays. Come along, learn how to cook with ingredients that you may have never seen or heard of before. And you know, get involved. Like, these are all things that are free to you. Like, the idea with Balance Me is just helping people to learn and understand themselves, you know, and get new things. My onions in Oh, my onion's in the rice pot. Yeah, it's meant to be in the rice pot. You're right, Mel. Onions and garlic in the rice pot, and then just capsicums, just flavour in the tofu pot. And the tofu and the beans. I think you're right. I think just fine. Oh. Cool. So I've got my onions and I've got my tomatoes in here. We're going to have a tiny bit of lemon juice using my organic lemon juice. Then I'm going to do some salt and some pepper. Lemon juice is epic because paired with anything that's leafy greens or got iron in it, it absorbs it. Like, I can't even remember the ratio, but like 5 times better is absorption rate when it's paired with lemon juice. Iron is paired with lemon juice and it helps you absorb it. And then, if you're bold and brave, jalapenos, formerly called jalapenos when I worked at Subway, because I liked helping people have a laugh. So Jake and I love jalapenos, so I'm going to add quite a few. Once again, if you don't like jalapenos, don't add them. If you are afraid of spice, jalapenos are quite like a sweet spice. They're not like, it's not like wasabi where it blows your head off. Jalapenos are, I don't know if you can see how many I'm putting, yeah, it's quite a few. Jalapenos are sweet and salty spicy, so they are delicious. We're just going to chop them up really small. I better move that fork out of the way before I chop it in half. And we're just going to chop them up really small and add them. Yum, they even smell sweet. Like, I mean, we don't eat anything that's got sugar in it, so maybe I find these really sweet, but Jake and I also love spice, so okay, I'm just trying to double check that there's no questions. Cool, my tofu and black beans are finally starting to cook. So wash your hands after touching the jalapenos. You really don't want to put them into, like, put your hands into the eyes or anything. It's going to be stingy and ouch. So get your wooden spoon again and give this a good stir up. Same with the rice. Cool. Now, if you wanted to make your rice like orange, like turmeric, so you had scrambled eggs, put in some turmeric and some black pepper. Really good anti-inflammatory, but also the black pepper makes it more bioavailable, so it actually absorbs into your body. If you wanted to make it more red and spectacular, you could put some tomato paste in there. You could put a little bit of the sauce from in here. There's lots of options. Now, because we have time, if you want to do an extra pan of dishes, Jack does the dishes, so I'm going to use an extra pan. Don't tell him, Kim. And we're actually going to char grill our corn because delicious. So I'm going to turn on another pan. You don't have to do this. I'm just winging it because delicious. And I'm going to leave this to heat up. I'm going to put my corn in it with a little bit of lemon juice. And I'm going to get it a little bit crispy, and it's going to go into the salsa, and it's going to be bomb.com. So, and also, did anyone get avocados? I got avocado because they were on special for, like, I can't even remember. I think they were $1 each a pack and save yesterday after doing my deliveries to Queenstown. So I got to, I'm going to make guac. So if you're going to make guac, we're going to make guac after this too. I should have saved some red onion to put in the guac, but it's okay. So put your corn in there, let it sizzle away, and it's going to be crispy. We're going to put some lemon juice in there. Love lemon juice. It'll absorb all those flavours. A little bit of black pepper. And that will give it a little bit of a charred look. Leave that to do its thing. Guac. Right. Let's make some guac. Mel, I hope you're liking this. I'm doing this for you. If anyone else has joined in and is cooking, come say hello. Yes. Not gonna lie, I'm probably not this quirky on normal Meatless Mondays. Vouch for me, people. We're just having fun with it. It's Mexican night. Oh, double winner. Right, need a spoon. Get your guac. Yeah, babe boo. Also, avocado skins are so funny. So every morning in summer we came out and there was always, our avocado skins had been pulled out of our compost bin and they were sitting on the like grass, and we were like, what is going on and why does this keep happening? Turns out animals love, how good is this going to be? And you're probably thinking, oh hold on, I'll finish one sentence. It turns out animals love the avocado skin and they must think that the fats are really good for them. So they pull them out, they go digging into the compost. It's almost, I took a video of it once. They like sit on the edge of the compost and they like dive in and they bring out like the avocado skins and then they munch on them, pick on them, and then leave them on the grass. So it's actually quite cool. So now I just leave them on the grass for them because I like to feed nature. So yeah, and if you're wondering, Olivia, why have you left the pip in the avocado? Because I like to get the pip out that way, so then you don't have to do your knife. Oops, what are we cooking? We're making burritos. It's Mexican night. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm just gonna wash my hands really quickly. Check your rice peaks, make sure it's going well. Rice corner's going well. Let's see the tofu. Tofu going well. It's all a win. Let's see what time it is. I'm probably 6:04. I apologise. I always say meals are going to take this long, like not long to cook, and then I just chat away and cooking takes forever. I'm so sorry, people. Right. I'm going to mash my avo. Now, if you got coriander, oh no, parsley. Oh, I put the wrong thing on. I put the wrong thing on, but parsley is also good. If you like coriander and parsley and you got it because it was on the options list, what you're going to do is you're going to chop that up and add that to your salsa. And herbs and spices are epic, so add them as you please to the amount that you please. It's all you. I honestly don't think you can use too many herbs and spices, in my opinion. I have tested this opinion, and I will retract and say actually thyme I find really, really intense. Jake and I both find it quite intense, so I definitely think you can put too much thyme on, but you don't really use that much in cooking anyways. But most other herbs and spices I actually don't think you can. Right, guac goes in there. Salt, pepper. Oh, you're so funny, loving it. Just jugging wine, cooking, and kids in that order. So hard to type. That's okay. I was thinking, and I would love to know your opinion on this, is you know, you can create rooms now on Facebook, and that means that I could see you cooking. So I might do that. I don't know. We're definitely tossing it up. Because it would be really nice to be able to see you cooking and you guys to be able to show me things, and that would be fun, I think. So I might do that soon. I'll have to do more research into it. Yum, this corn's going to be so good. Right. My guacs might be a little bit sad. I feel like I really need some onion in. I'm going to be sneaky. I'm going to take some of this and put it in here. Right. That's better. Oh, right, I'm going to turn off this one. Guac. Done. Salsa. Done. Yeah, baby. We're just waiting on that pesky rice, aren't we? Okay, the onion to tomato and corn ratio is sad. I definitely should have stuck to the recipe and put in only a half onion. I did use a whole red onion. Do you know what? I'm actually terrible. Nobody needs to see this hot mess cooking. I'm terrible at following my own recipes. I have to be really careful because for my food regulation plan with the council, you like legally have to follow your method and recipe every single time. Otherwise, you're breaking the law. And so yes, like yesterday when I was doing all the cooking for everything, I actually had to have my recipes in front of me and follow them exactly. Which was really, I'm not gonna lie, it was really difficult because I'm just such a freelancer in the kitchen, and I always have been. So right, I'm gonna say those tofu and beans are done. Now let's start putting everything together. If you're making a burrito bowl, then get your bowl. If you're making a burrito like me, then get your wrap. I'm just going to really quickly clear some space because you guys only see you guys see a clean kitchen behind me. You should see right below me. I just chuck onion and garlic skins everywhere, and it's all a facade. Okay, here we go. I'm going to wash my hands. Hi, baby. Do you want a burrito or do you want a burrito bowl? Did you hear him? Just whatever. This is what I get every night. Huh? Nice and easy, yeah. Right, get your toasty press, or you can do this also in a pan. However, toasty press is the easiest. One of these things. Toasty press. And don't be that person that doesn't clean it after every use. Make sure all you have to do is wipe it down. I believe in you. You can wipe down your toasty press after every use. Otherwise, you open it up and there's grime in there that's going moldy. No one needs that or wants that. If you don't have a toasty press, you can use your fry pan. Right. Get your wrap. I'm going to make 2 at the same time. Wrap. If you're using a pan, then get some tin foil and put your tin foil below your wrap. Then we're still waiting for the rice. Bloody rice. It's also because I use brown rice and everything. I do it to myself. Let's try it. We might be close. How's everyone's rice going? Mel, how's your rice going? Mine's still pretty hard. So what we might do is, we can't wait for the rice to be cooked. Crap. Come on, rice. Let's speed you up. The rice is the main component of the dish. Right. Come on, rice. I believe in you. Everyone send some willpower to the rice. I believe I can fly. Mal, how's your rice going? Who else is cooking tonight? How is everyone's rice going? Is it nearly ready? Come on, rice. Come on. So, for future reference, always put your rice on and then maybe wait 10 minutes and then put your other ingredients on. But it doesn't matter if it's not hot because this is going to stay hot. And yum. This is going to stay hot. Your guac and your salsa don't need to stay hot. But your rice, come on, cook. Okay, I'm just going to make you one. So, rice first. Get a spoon. And I just like to use couple dollops of rice. About that much. Spinach is next. My rice is coming along, getting nice and soft now. It tastes epic. Oh, sick. Well, I'm glad your rice is cooked now. No one else has responded, so we'll just assume that their rice is cooked. Right. Then your spinach. Then use your spoon again. Tofu and bean mix. Now, don't be that person that gets too bold and thinks, I can fit everything in here. No. No, you can't. Wraps are not made like they used to. They will break. Then, get your salsa and place it on top. A couple of spoonfuls. It's getting hot in the kitchen. And then to fold it and wrap it up, you could also sprinkle some nutritional yeast on this right now if you want to. I'm going to do that because yum. Nutritional yeast, e.g. cheesy flakes. Ooh. Sprinkle that. Right now, this is the test. So place it over and then tuck it in and fold. You have your burrito. Place it in the toaster machine and shut the lid. Winner, winner. Then, if you're going to make a burrito bowl, get your bowl. Get your spinach. Yes, my spinach is in a plastic bag. There's only so much a person can do. Get your tofu and mix. Get your salsa. Get your Mexican rice. Get your guac. And you have, it's not pretty, but you have a burrito bowl. So you can eat this in so many different ways. And we love to do Mexican nights when we love to do Mexican nights when we like have friends around for dinner and stuff, because it's just easy. Everyone can get what they want. They can put in what they want. You can make it spicy. You don't have to make it spicy. There's just so many options with it. The options are endless. So we'll wait for my burrito to cook. If you wanted to, you can always wrap it in tin foil and put it in the toasty press machine as well, and then make it like a full burrito. Or you can just put it into pan. There is, once again, so many options. We'll wait for this to cook. And then, I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh, I'm only 15 minutes over. That's not bad. I'm actually okay with that. I'm okay with that. It's better than like an hour cook. 45 minutes is good. If you've got leftover rice, like I do, I'm just going to place a lid on top. This lid. And I'm just going to let the steam finish off, like making it really soft and gooey. Burrito's nearly ready. and delish. You can eat this with a side salad. You could eat this just by itself. There's, oh, you would have noticed I didn't put guac into the burrito. You don't want hot guac. So what I do is I put guac into a little like serving bowl like this, and I'll just like use a knife and like put it into the guac, into the burrito as I eat, essentially. So we'll get a plate. That's pretty good. Hot, 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 hot. To the spatula. Ow. And I can never work out the lighting here, but burrito is served. Yum. I'll cut it in half and show you. Where's my knife? Oh, I didn't cut that very well. Oh, I really didn't cut that very well. Burrito! Yum! Hot, hot. Awesome. I really hope you enjoyed that cook. So quick and easy, simple to do. For next week, we are making, what are we making? Oh, it's like soba noodle takeaways. So essentially, a lot of people love to eat takeaways. They taste really good. You don't have to cook them yourself. They're fast and easy. So we wanted to do a meal that's cooked within 20 minutes, that tastes like Chinese takeaways and is really good. So that will be going live on the website tonight at 7 p.m. If you're part of the mailing list, that will go onto the mailing list tonight at probably 7:30. I'll send out that email. And yeah, it's super exciting. If you saw on the Facebook page, we released takeaways till the end of July. So every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you can order takeaways from the Balance Me Kitchen on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday until the end of July. The cutoff day, the last day is the 1st of August, actually, just with the way the month works. And yeah, feel free to put in your order for delivery for this Sunday. Because a lot of people in Wanaka work for tourism and they work over 7 days. So if your working week is like, say, starts on a Wednesday and ends on a Sunday, then reach out, let us know. We can definitely do deliveries on different days. We just did Sundays just to start off and get things kind of moving. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the recipe. Let me know, send me photos of what you've cooked, and get involved for next week. So yeah, happy Monday, happy Meatless Monday. I'll wait for a couple minutes to see if there's any questions, and then I will say goodbye, good night, farewell. Yum. So good. Love Mexican. Cool. I don't think there's any questions. You can always message me if there's a question as well. So good night. Have a good sleep. Have a good sleep. Not yet, but soon.